Hello, I'd like a taxi for 6 Victoria Street, please. 6 Victoria Street, please. Thank you. Goodbye.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello. I am Mr. Rich. Welcome to the Millionaire Game. Spell a word and win. Here is the wheel. Here are the balls. One ball, one letter. Okay. A. E. I. O. U. They are the vowels. A, E, I, O, U.
Oh, hello. Who is that man?
Hello.
That is Mr. Smith.
Is he a guitarist?
No, he isn't.
Is he a doctor?
No, he isn't.
Is he a butcher?
No, he isn't.
What is he?
He is a businessman.
Ah, a businessman.
Are you a businessman, Victor?
No, I'm a poor student.
I'd like a taxi for 6 Victoria Street, please.
Where is the office, Victor?
In Victoria Street, in the City of London.
This is a map of Europe.
This is the United Kingdom, the UK. Oh, look, London.
Yes, that's London.
Mr. Smith works in London.
Yes, Victor. He works in London.
6 Victoria Street, please.
He has an office in Victoria Street.
Exactly.
Is Mr. Smith French?
No, he isn't. He is English.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Has he an office in Paris?
No, he hasn't. He has an office in London. Are you English, Victor?
No, I'm not. But I'd like to speak English.
Oh, this is Mrs. Letter. She is a juggler. Hello, Mrs. Letter.
Hello, Mr. Rich.
Juggle for me.
Okay. This is the alphabet.
A,
A,
B,
A, B,
C,
A, B, C,
D,
A, B, C, D,
E,
A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, E,
F,
F,
G,
F, G,
H,
F, G, H,
I,
F, G, H, I, F, G, H, I,
J,
J,
K,
JK,
L,
JKL,
M,
JKLM, JKLM,
N,
N,
O,
NO,
P,
NOP,
Q,
NOPQ, NOPQ,
R,
R,
S,
RS,
T,
RST,
U,
RSTU, RSTU,
V,
V,
W,
VW,
X,
VWX,
Y,
VWXY,
Z,
VWXYZ, VWXYZ, ABCDE, FGHI, JKLM, NOPQ, RSTU, VWXYZ.
Mr. Smith telephones for a taxi. He says hello and asks for a taxi for 6 Victoria Street. Then he says thank you and goodbye.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Where would you like to go?
To the airport, please.
Here we are.
Thank you. How much is it?
£9.20.
Here's £10. Keep the change.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Mr. Smith waits for the taxi.
I see. And what's this?
It's a suitcase.
And this?
It's a briefcase.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Where would you like to go?
To the airport, please.
You see, the taxi goes to the airport.
Ah, to the airport.
Now the taxi arrives at the airport.
At the airport.
Yes. And naturally, Mr. Smith pays the taxi driver. He pays the fare.
Fare? What's that?
A fare is the cost of a trip.
Ah, I see. How much is Mr. Smith's taxi fare?
It's £9.20.
But Mr. Smith pays £10.
Yes, Victor. The difference is the change.
Here's £10. Keep the change.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Mr. Smith gives the taxi driver a tip for the service. How much is the taxi driver's tip?
80 pence.
Good.
The cost of a trip by taxi is a taxi fare.
Yes, Victor.
And for a trip by train,
It's a train fare.
and for a trip by bus, it's a bus fare. And for a trip by boat, it's a boat fare. And for a trip by aeroplane, it's a plane fare. For a trip on foot, there is no fare and there is no tip.
Mr. Smith says good morning to the taxi driver. The taxi driver asks him where he would like to go. Mr. Smith says he would like to go to the airport. They arrive. Mr. Smith thanks him and asks how much it is. The taxi driver says it is £9.20. Mr. Smith gives him £10 and tells him to keep the change. That is the taxi driver's tip. The taxi driver thanks him and Mr. Smith says goodbye.
What's on television tonight?
I don't know. Why don't you go and buy a newspaper at the newsstand?
Where is it?
Do you know where the bakery is?
Yes.
Well, you go past the bakery until you come to the lights, then turn right.
And then?
It's along on the left, next to the supermarket.
Okay, I'll find it. See you later. What's on television tonight?
What does John ask Susan?
He wants to know what's on television tonight.
I don't know. Why don't you go and buy a newspaper at the newsstand?
Does Susan know what's on TV tonight?
No, she doesn't. But she suggests he goes to the newsstand to buy a newspaper.
Where is it?
Do you know where the bakery is?
Yes.
Well, you go past the bakery until you come to the lights, then turn right.
And then?
It's along on the left, next to the supermarket.
Yes, but he doesn't know where it is.
Susan gives him directions. He must go past the bakery until he comes to the traffic lights. Then he must turn right. She explains that it's on the left, next to the supermarket.
What does John reply?
He says,
Okay, I'll find it. See you later.
John asks Susan what's on television. She says she doesn't know. She tells John to go out and buy a newspaper at the newsstand. John asks where it is. Susan asks him if he knows where the bakery is, and John says he does. She tells him to go past the bakery and to turn right at the traffic lights. She tells him the newsstand is on the left next to the supermarket. John says he'll find it and leaves.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'd like to have some French lessons.
Are you a beginner?
Yes, I am.
When do you want to start?
This week, if possible.
Of course. Tomorrow is Tuesday. We have a group at 9 o'clock. What's your surname?
Casey.
Would you spell it, please?
C-A-S-E-Y.
That's fine. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Where is that woman?
she is at the reception desk in a language school.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'd like to have some French lessons.
Does she want to learn Russian?
No, Victor. She'd like to learn French. She'd like to have some French lessons.
Are you a beginner?
Yes, I am.
Does she know a lot of French?
No, she's a beginner.
When do you want to start?
This week, if possible.
Of course. Tomorrow is Tuesday. We have a group at 9 o'clock.
Does she want to start this week or next week?
She'd like to start this week. The secretary suggests Tuesday, at 9 o'clock to be precise.
What's your surname?
Casey.
Would you spell it, please?
C-A-S-E-Y.
That's fine. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Excuse me, but she's pretty. What's her first name?
Victor, I want to know her surname.
It's Casey.
How do you spell it?
C-A-S-E-Y. But what's her first name?
It's Diane. How do you spell that?
D-I-A-N-E. I'd like to meet her. MEET. I'd like to hold HOLD her hand. HAND. I'd like to give her a bunch. BUNCH of flowers. FLOWERS. I'd like to go jogging. JOGGING with her.
Victor, stop. STOP.
Diane goes into a language school. She says good morning and tells the receptionist she would like to have some French lessons. The receptionist asks her if she is a beginner. Diane says she is. The receptionist asks her when she wants to start. Diane tells her she wants to start the same week, if possible. The receptionist says they have a group at 9 o'clock on Tuesday. That's fine with Diane, so the receptionist asks her for her surname and asks her to spell it too. Diane spells her name.